Let's take a closer look, though. And this is not to give credence to what Terry Bradshaw was saying. But where does Mike Tomlin rank when it comes to current NFL coaches? I can't believe that this has now become a topic, but it has because of Bradshaw's comments. When you look at the resume, as he alluded to, pretty freaking good resume, is it not?
Very good resume, especially in the carousel of coaches in the NFL where people don't seem to stick around for a decade. That and alone is an achievement in itself. I think he's in that second tier.
So he's not elite?
No, I think Bill Belichick's in a tier of his own.
Okay.
Beyond that, I don't necessarily think that Pete Carroll is a way better coach than Mike Tomlin. I think they're right about there. I think Tomlin, Pete Carroll, John Harbaugh, I have them all kind of right about there.
Andy Reid, even though he doesn't have a Super Bowl like the other guys you just mentioned.
No, I don't put Andy Reid ahead of Mike Tomlin. I think Andy Reid has had great success over a larger period of time with multiple different franchises.
Because I think he's viewed as a great coach.
I think he is a great coach. That's not to say he's not a great coach. Look, if you live in that tier right below the hoodie, you're probably a damn good, if not great coach. And I think you could say that about Carroll, Tomlin, about Andy Reid. The thing with Andy Reid is, what do you like? It's like, do you like your trail mix with a little bit more nuts or a little bit more fruit?
Fruit.
So I see. I'm a nuts guy.
Oh,
now
doesn't surprise me
because just set you.
Just right there.
Just boop. You like
speaking of stupid and sophomore. Sorry.
Hey, I set you up. Little guy for a spike. You got to take advantage when you got one. But I say that because it depends what you like.
Yeah.
Do you like sustained winning over a long period of time, getting a team to the Super Bowl, getting this close? Flipping a franchise around with Kansas City almost immediately and turning them into perennial winners.
Absolutely.
And a team that's always going to compete. Yeah, a lot of people like that. Or do you want the guy that actually got to the top of the mountain, that saw the view from up there and pulled himself up and planted that flag on the top of the mountain like Tomlin, like Pete Carroll, like John Harbaugh? They've done it for less time, but they got to the top of the mountain. I think they all live in that tier below the hoodie, and I think that's where Terry Bradshaw's comments make you scratch your head.
It's still amazing to me to think of this. The Pittsburgh Steelers, in their illustrious history, have had 3 head coaches. Ever. Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, Mike Tomlin.
The 49ers have had that in the last, fortnight.
That should, right? And for people like Terry Bradshaw
they get it right.
To not think that he's elite.
They get it right. And think about the shoes when you're coming in and you're following Noel and Cowher.
My goodness.
You know how good you have to be.
You better be up to their par, and he has been up to par.
And he has. Same thing for whoever it is. And look, Mike Tomlin's a young man that very well could be coaching there for the next 20 years. But when that day comes, whoever they turn to next, pressure's going to be on. You got to be that good. The bar is set that high in Steel.